We're fine on the Latin. It's the ballroom we need to concentrate on.
Oh, mine's fine already.
Yeah, well, it would be if you'd pick your flaming feet up.
I've got a serious injury.
Oh, it's a bit of a bruise. It's better now. No, we'll work on the quick step this afternoon.
Instead of standing around chatting, how about you quick step to your next job? I'm running a tight schedule here.
Oh, you're back to your old self again then, aren't you? Have you, solved your problem?
Mind your own business. I don't make a habit of fraternising with the staff.
Except when they're male, blonde and good-looking.
I've been up all night wondering what's going on. How did Donald take the news?
Oh, I haven't got around to telling him yet. He was asleep last night when I got in.
And you couldn't wake him?
To tell him that I'm leaving him?
Yes. Well, you're going to have to tell him sooner or later. Unless you're having second thoughts.
You are joking. After last night, all I can think about is being with you.
Well, you better hurry up and finish with him then. So me and you can be together all the time.
I'll go and tell him. With a bit of luck, the shock of it might actually see him off.
Oh, if you're after our Paulie's opening up out front.
What? I just wondered if you'd made an appointment with the opticians yet.
I'll give them a call now if it'll get you off me back.
You'll have a job. That's the TV remote.
Easy mistake.
Not for someone that can see. Fortunately, I called earlier. They said they'd look at you if you went in today.
You didn't need to.
Well, if I left it to you, you'd be changing channels all day. I just think it's important to get it sorted, eh?
Lily and Betty were in earlier. They've had out the village hall for one last practice later.
Well, the way they dance, they need all the practice they can get.
Yeah, so do we, love. We still haven't been through all our routines yet.
Stop fretting, Bob. We'll pick them up again in no time.
Everybody else seems to have put all this effort in. Diane and Terry have got matching outfits. Apparently, even Edna's going to be wearing a costume.
We don't need flashy clothes and dress rehearsals. We're professionals.
We are ageing shopkeepers who haven't danced properly for years. But it's up to you. If you want to lose out to Edna and Diane and half the village, I'm not going to force you to practice.
We'll have a go later, but I'm telling you, we'll pick it up in no time. Can I help you?
You're back early. Don't tell me you rushed home just in time for my bath.
Not exactly. I need to talk to you.
I was hoping to have a word with you too, my sweet.
It's rather a sensitive matter. It might be best in private.
If you have anything to say, you can say it in front of my lawyer.
What do you need a lawyer for?
A little bird told me you were planning to leave me. So I thought I'd save you the trouble and get in there first.
I caught you. I'm going around lying to Paul, and you can't be bothered making the appointment.
It's not that.
Then why not find out what the problem is and get it sorted?
What if I really am losing me sight? I don't want to live in the dark.
You already are. You're going to that appointment if I have to take you there myself.
There's no need.
Yes, there is. Who else is going to be able to let you know if the optician's cute or not?
How'd your valuables, everyone? It's PC Dingle.
That's Windsor Dingle. And it's not like you've got anything worth taking anyway, is it? I've got sophisticated taste.
Well, in that case, you better start earning your wages. I need one of you to do me a big favour.
Anything.
One of the prisoners in holding cell 1 says he needs some medication picking up from the chemist. He's already written it out. We just need someone to go and collect it. I know it's not exactly Cagney and Lacey stuff, but if that guy ends up sick, we're going to have the IPCC down there. It's like a ton of bricks.
Okay, I'll be as quick as I can.
When did we start running errands for prisoners?
Since Rookie started falling for the most obvious tricks in the book.
What the hell is this?
A petition to declare our marriage annulled.
What? You can't do that.
Oh, yes, you can. A marriage can be declared void if either partner is physically incapable of consummating the union.
It's not my fault you couldn't manage it. And there's no way that'll stand up in court.
It will by the time my lawyers have argued it. The fact that you've got a bit on the side might help somewhat.
How long have you known about that?
Miles told me yesterday. I suspected as much for a while.
You didn't even know my name until last week.
I may have exaggerated my memory loss somewhat.
You've been lying to me.
I was simply having a little fun. Had to get you back somehow for all the things you said when I was in a coma. The times you sat by my bedside and wished I would die.
You knew about everything. Why the hell didn't you say?
I was enjoying watching you squirm. But enough's enough. If you want out of this marriage, you can have out. But you won't get a penny from me.
Right, girls, come on. Give us a twirl. Ta-ra! Edna, your turn now. How'd you look?
I can tell you now, ridiculous.
I think it rather suits you.
It most certainly does not. Some people are just not made to sparkle.
Well, I am not dancing with you when you're wearing one of your dowdy old cardies.
Well, perhaps it's just as well. I don't know why I agreed to this in the first place.
Because you knew you were going to enjoy yourself. Now stop complaining and let's get on with it. Come on.
What is it? Was I doing something wrong?
Well, it depends, love. Whether you're supposed to be doing a foxtrot or a striptease.
You're not missing out much. One's too young, one's way too old and flabby.
Oh, you lot are too fussy. Always after a perfect body.
Like a bloke who looks after himself.
I used to. Can't be too choosy anymore. Maybe that's one good thing about losing me sight. Won't be able to examine the goods too closely.
Well, Eric would stand up to any inspection. You needn't worry about anyone else now you're engaged.
He may not want us when he finds out I'm blind.
You are not blind.
Valerie Lambert, we're ready for you now.
We'll soon find out.
Hello, please take a seat.
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
I thought that is what you wanted. To be rid of the old man once and for all. You didn't really imagine you could do that and still keep the fringe benefits.
I'm not interested in your benefits or your pox and money. David and I are perfectly capable of making it on our own.
You've no capital, no job, nowhere to live. You can't even go running back to Daddy anymore.
We'll think of something.
You don't believe that any more than I do. You'll end up right back where I found you, going nowhere fast.
I'm sure you'd love that.
Actually, I wouldn't. I never wanted it to end like this.
Then why are you drawing up petitions for annulment?
I may be old, but I won't be made a fool of. Everyone told me I was crazy to marry a ruthless young thing like you in the first place. The fact that you'd tie yourself to a man twice your age to get what you wanted is what I actually liked.
Really?
If I'd simply wanted a trophy wife, I'd have gone for a stunner.
Oh, thanks a lot.
You were just the kind of challenge I needed to keep me young. The kind of challenge I still need.
I thought you wanted me gone.
That's the last thing I want. If it were up to me, I'd be prepared to give it one last chance.
You'd take me back?
End it with Loverboy and swear you'll never see him again. Your choice.
Oh! Oh! You're purpose. You're deliberately trying to hurt me.
I'm only doing what you told me to.
I said swing your leg to the back of my calf, not kick me in the shin.
I told you I should have practiced earlier.
But you didn't mention that you suddenly developed 2 left feet.
You know, maybe we should just drop out.
Oh, what, and let Terry and Diane get one over on us? I don't think so. We're going to practice until you get it right.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, my love. You get? You all right?
No.
Val. Hey, what's up? Oh, no, serious, isn't it?
Cataracts, both eyes.
I thought you were going to say you had something really terrible for a minute there.
But this isn't bad enough.
As far as I know, it's a pretty straightforward operation for cataracts these days. At least you're not losing your sight.
Just getting old. How does it happen? 1 minute you're young and carefree with your whole life ahead of you. Before you know it, you're completely falling apart.
It's too late for you to start making deals. I've already made up my mind. I'm leaving with David.
And you really think you'll make him happy?
He loves me.
It'll be a different matter when the money runs dry.
He says he's not in it for that.
We both know he'll feel differently when reality sets in. When you're broke and out of work and regretting the mess you've made of your lives, do you imagine he'll still love you as much then? Even if he did stick it out, you'd soon realize he's not what you really want. He may be young and pretty now, but with time, even those kind of looks fade. What I can give you: power, respect, lasts forever.
But you never really gave me anything. I had no proper control over the business. You even had a get-out clause in your will.
If you stayed, perhaps we could come to some arrangement. I could give you everything. All I ask in return is that you start acting like my wife.
You still want that after all I've done?
We never had a proper chance to make this marriage work. It'll be different from now on.
You still hanging around? I could always pack up her things if you want.
There's no need. I'm staying.
Did you manage to pick up that medicine?
Yeah, just taking it down the cells.
What, the chemist actually gave it you?
They said it was unusual, but they could make an exception for the police. Good job, really. I mean, prisoner seemed really anxious to get his hands on it.
I bet he did. It's flaming Viagra.
I know. I realised that when the chemist started smirking. Never been so embarrassed in my life.
Yeah, at least you got your own back.
I know how to have a laugh, same as anyone.
Oh, I hope so. You're going to need to if you take on the master.
She was going to run off with another man.
Now she's decided not to. And I've agreed to give her one last chance.
Why would you do that?
She's still my wife.
She's a money-grabbing tart who'll do anything to get what she wants.
I'll leave you two to fight this out amongst yourselves. I've something else to take care of.
See? She's sneaking off to her boyfriend even now.
She has to tell him it's over, but after that she'll never see him again. Right?
I couldn't even if I wanted to. You'll never forgive me for this.
What the hell happened to you? Bob Rugby tackled me.
Oh, you do know that's not the way to flirt with girls over the age of 10.
We're attempting to tango.
Only he ended up tangoing me.
I hope this doesn't mean you're out of the competition.
Oh, it'll be fine now I've had ice on it.
Worst luck. Same thing could happen tomorrow.
Make sure it doesn't.
I'm the one who's been trying to practice for weeks. You can't blame me for this.
Well, I will if you mess up again. I don't want you making a fool of me.
In that case, you can do it on your own, because I quit.
In my head, I feel no different from when I was 18, pulling all the fellas. Now when I look in the mirror, I hardly recognise the woman I see.
It's probably the cataracts. When I was younger, everyone used to tell me how skinny I was. All I saw in the mirror was a chubby little boy.
Get away, you've never been chubby chops.
It's how I saw myself. At least you like the way you look in your head.
Yeah, it's only the outside that's getting plastered.
Well, if you're healthy and happy, that's all that matters. That's one thing I learned. You're far better off accepting yourself the way you are.
Easy to say when you're still young and attractive.
You might not be 18, but you're far from past it.
Do you think?
You know, get the operation done and see for yourself.
I suppose there's always more surgery if I don't like what I see.
Hey, did you speak to him? How did he take it?
He beat me to it. I'd already brought in a lawyer and told me I wasn't getting a penny.
Hey, that's all right. We don't need his money. We said we'd make it on our own.
You know as well as I do that that was just a fantasy. Without money, we'll end up having to do dead-end jobs again.
Yeah, maybe for a while. We might not have much choice.
Well, actually, we do. Donald's agreed to give me another chance if I end it with you.
But you told him where to go, right?
He said he wanted me to inherit the business one day, and I couldn't turn down an opportunity like that.
You're staying with him?
I'll have to, for now.
What about everything you said last night? You told me you love me.
And I still do.
Yeah, well, you obviously do, or you wouldn't just leave me like this.
It's not how you think. I swear it won't be for long. He's going to put me in the will. So we'll be able to be together and have the money when he eventually dies.
That could be years away.
Well, not if I've got anything to do with it.
But you can't do this to me. I organised the competition. People expect me to take part, if not win.
Then you're just going to have to find yourself another partner, aren't you? Because I have danced my last.
Oh, there you are. I was worried about you since Katie said you hadn't been at work.
What? I was with your mum.
Giving you a hard time about leaving again, was she?
No, we're just talking.
It must have been an interesting conversation. You've been gone hours.
Yeah. So, everything all right?
You'll just have to wait for your stag night to find out.
You're letting her organise that. In that case, you don't want to know.
Will you stop being such a drama queen? It's only a little rip. It's easily repaired.
And what if it happened again?
You might get more points if you show a bit of flesh.
This is why I've never been one for fussy clothing. It's just not practical.
What else are you going to wear?
Nothing.
Oh, I don't think the judges will want to see that much flesh. Look, you don't have to wear the costume if it bothers you, but you can't pull out again. You've agreed to dance.
Didn't realise I'd make such a spectacle of myself. I've no intention of doing it in front of the entire village.
So what am I supposed to do then?
Viv's short of a partner. You could always team up with her.
I always knew you were stubborn, but I didn't realise you were insane. Do you have any idea what you're letting yourself in for?
You worry too much. I can handle Nicola. I know exactly what she's like.
You obviously don't, or you wouldn't have her anywhere near you again. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but she signed a do not resuscitate order when you were in your coma. She actually told the doctors to let you die.
Maybe she thought she had to.
And maybe she wanted you dead. What do I have to say to make you see what a mistake you're making?
I haven't always liked the choices you've made in your life, but I've never managed to stop you doing as you pleased.
You tried. And even though I resented it, I knew you were only trying to protect me. Like I'm trying to protect you now.
There's no need. I know what I'm doing.
I don't believe this. We kill him.
Of course not. What do you take me for?
Well, you said he was going to die soon.
I would never go as far as murder. But he's an old man with a history of health problems. Would anyone be surprised if a sudden shock brought about his demise?
Oh, my God. You are talking about killing him.
Not in any way that's illegal. Wouldn't even be that immoral. It's not like he's got that long left anyway.
Longer than you want to give him.
I want us to have a future together. And if to do that, we have to do one unpleasant little thing,
See off your husband.
then surely we should be prepared to do it.
I suppose it would solve a lot of problems.
We'd be set for life.
But at the expense of someone else's. I can't do it, Nick. I love you, but not enough to do that.
Then I'll take care of it myself. With his medical history and my nursing skills, Anything's possible.
I can't believe you're doing this to me.
But perhaps if you practiced when I asked you to, it might not have come to this.
Terry and I are at it all the time.
Yeah, she keeps sweeping me off my feet.
It's obviously not helping. You won't win with hip action like that.
We've got more chance than you now. You'll be watching from the sidelines as we waltz off with first prize.
Did you take care of your outstanding business?
I've been thinking. I really want to give this marriage a chance. We hardly got to know each other before you collapsed. I even missed out on my wedding night.
It may be a while before we can manage that.
And like you pointed out earlier, the marriage won't be legal until we do. And now that I've ended it with David, I'm going to have to take care of that need somehow. You hurry up and get better. And then I'll show you just what a good wife I can be.
Keep up to date with Emmerdale with our 30-day video catch-up at itv.com/Emmerdale. Tonight at 9.
Well, my darling boy, it's all yours now.
Things have changed, and upstairs or down, old queens don't run this place anymore.
A brand new series, The Palace.